VidCon 2017 is over. Another one for the books. This one was my favorite one yet. Not only because I got to meet a bunch of you guys, it was our second time having a booth there and launched some new merch around it, but because everything seemed a little more organized this year. So unfortunately, I got so caught up in the moment of everything, I didn't vlog at all. But luckily, Red took a ton of footage and a ton of photos. So I'm just gonna recap my VidCon experience this year with you guys and show you guys some footage over that. So this year I was super excited because we actually partnered with Sweet Tarts, and we had a bunch of really fun things lined up. We got to meet fans at their booth. They actually created a VR game where I was able to play against fans and people played against each other, where you were in this Sweet Tarts world and you had to like throw the little Sweet Tarts inside of the opposite person's bag and try to score as many points. So that was really cool and really just different and out of the box of them to do. Such a cool idea. But we got to meet a bunch of fans there and take photos with each other. They had a fun photo booth, a nice little backdrop. So it was just really fun to meet so many fans there and to have like this cool experience with Sweet Tarts, with a brand, which is something that I normally don't do, but I only do that if I myself believe in the brand and love the brand. And so I really love what they represent and stand for. Their whole mantra is follow your tart. So I thought it was just so adorable. I got really excited, like legitimately excited about working with them. Like that whole brand deal is actually like complete. We did all the things that they asked us for. I just wanted to like mention it to you guys because my experience working with them was just so fun. And I actually got the blue extensions for them. I did my nails for them. Like I was really excited to work with them. So it was a really cool experience. And they actually had a bunch of interviews. I don't think I've ever done interviews at VidCon before, but like press. So it was really fun to experience that. We had like 5 of them lined up. And I thought I was going to be nervous, but I really wasn't nervous. I feel like being in front of the camera and talking to you guys over the past 7 years has trained me to not be nervous in front of a camera, and it just felt so natural. So it was really well. The interviews were really good. I'm actually more nervous to be on stage than I am to be interviewed. So after that, we headed to our merch booth. So it was our second year having a merch booth, and we put a little more thought into the design. And we actually used some of the stuff that we used at our IHC IRL fan appreciation party. So we had like a super cute display. We had a little ice cream cart. Had like a super cute little umbrella, and then everyone who was working the booth had these really cute custom aprons that my mom actually made for the event. So we got so many compliments on how the booth actually looked, and it made me so happy to hear because we put a lot of thought and work into it. And we actually launched some new merch there. So this is one. We came out with scented necklaces. We have the choker and then a super cute little like pastel heart lollipop necklace. And then we came out with a bunch of pins that I actually designed. You guys have seen some of them if you follow me on Instagram. I think I might have shown a speed art of one of them. I can't remember. So those were actually my designs and ideas, and we got them illustrated by our super talented illustrator, and we got them made into pins, and we launched them there, and we have like super cute backings for them, and everyone loved them. It makes me so happy. That's such a cool thing about creating merch is you create, you see it just being created from just an idea in your head to sketch to like all these other steps. And then when you get that reaction from people, it just solidifies everything and makes you so happy, and all the hard work was worthwhile. So I really appreciate all of the feedback that you guys gave me. We did come out with some black sprinkle hoodies, which are now available on our store, and pink sprinkle hoodies, which we have on our store in kid sizes as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff that we launched there. I'm really excited for next year, already like planning for next year. But yeah, we pretty much just went to the booth, hung out for a couple hours. VidCon doesn't like the actual content creators to go on the floor because it can become like crazy. Like sometimes you'll hear like groups just screaming and everyone will start running, and it's really dangerous if you think about it. So I could see why they don't want us on the floor. But what I really love and what I've noticed over the years about our community is that you guys don't cause like this huge scene. You're also very sweet and you cooperate. And I think as long as you guys continue to do that, I'll be able to go on the floor and we can create like a line where there's no fire hazard, keep it safe and fair for everybody. So just thank you guys for, just being amazing and not crazy and scary. Seriously though, you guys are just amazing and I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are just so sweet and I'm so happy to have been able to create such an amazing community. Seriously, I think you guys are like the nicest fans ever, and I am so appreciative of that, and it goes noticed. Like security guards and they really, the people who are there to try to make sure that we're safe, they really appreciate you guys too, because it makes their jobs easier. So just keep doing what you're doing, stay awesome, and I'll be able to go onto the floor and meet you guys and try to make everyone happy who came out there to see me. So after that, we headed over to the YouTube after party where we met up some friends, and I had these little gifts that I made for YouTube friends that I knew I was gonna run into and have been wanting to give them like just a little iHasCupquake gift. But I had those in my backpack. I was wearing my Cupquake backpack and I was literally pulling out these gifts, like handing them to all my YouTube friends. So it was really fun to do that. I got to meet some new faces, some new YouTubers who hopefully will be collabing soon and in the future, keeping everything exciting and new for you guys on the channel. But I was only able to stay there for about an hour and a half, and then I went back to VidCon and helped judge the Cosplay Contest. So it was the second year that VidCon actually had a Cosplay Contest, and it's run by my really amazing friend, Megan, aka Strawberry17. She pretty much handles everything. She is the host of it, and she's really trying to bring cosplay to VidCon, which I think is amazing. And it was just so, it was the second year. It was small. It was so intimate. The whole thing, going through all the costumes, probably took maybe 30 minutes, and we chose 3 winners. The costumes were so good. I was not expecting such good stuff. But the third place was a Five Nights at Freddy's character, Baby. I think that's her name. Second place was a Catwoman who made her whole costume. And first place was actually a mom who dressed up. And she dressed up as the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. So it was really cool. But yeah, that was my night. And then I headed off to some more after parties and stood up later than I probably should have because the next morning I was so tired. But that's how it goes, right? Power through for the fans. So day 2 was the day that I had my fan meetup. I had to go do just one more thing with the Sweet Tarts crew, and then I headed over at 12 o'clock to the fan meetup, and that's always my favorite. Or it's the meet and greet. It's not a meetup. But I get to take photos with all of you guys, and it went really, really well. One thing happened that has never happened to me. I have had fans come up to me and, everyone reacts different ways when they meet me. They're either like super excited, they don't know what to say, or they're really quiet, or they're like bawling and crying, or they're just, everyone acts differently. And there was this one fan in particular, she just had so much energy and love. I can just like feel it. So she started crying and she like surprised herself. It was like an unexpected reaction. And I started like getting teary. And so I actually started crying with her. I normally don't ever cry in front of fans unless, like sometimes the Make-A-Wish stuff, I will cry when parents, tell me their kid's story. But it just touched my heart so much because I can tell that she was just so happy, and it's just, I don't know, maybe I was just more emotional, or I have no idea, but I literally was trying to hold it back and I couldn't, and I started bawling, and there was like a whole line of fans watching, waiting for their picture, and her and I, we just hugged and like had this moment together where we literally both were crying in each other's arms. So it was a very sweet moment, and man, it got me. She got me. But yeah, I was like wiping tears, like taking pictures with other fans, and yeah, it was a good moment. It's my favorite part of VidCon. That's the reason why I go, is just to meet all the fans, because I know it's like, a like super concentrated area of fans. So yeah, it was nice. And then I think, I did do a onstage live gaming where I got to play some games with some fans, and we played Super Smash Bros. It went really good. I chose Super Smash Bros. Because I only had 3 games that I could choose from. It was Super Smash Bros., Mortal Kombat, or Mario Kart. And I felt like Super Smash Bros. Would be pretty entertaining because there's a lot going on. Like people dying here and there. And I'm not really good at the game. So I thought it'd be pretty entertaining if I was just really crappy. And actually, I didn't win 1 round. You guys whooped me. So it was a lot of fun. And that was the only thing that I had on stage. Because I get really scared of doing like the panels and stuff. Maybe next year. So after the meetup, I was pretty much free, and I spent a lot of time at the booth. I went every single day, sometimes announced, sometimes unannounced, and just hung out with fans all day. And it was the best. It was awesome. It was my favorite VidCon yet, and I'm so happy that it just went so well. And thank you guys for coming out and supporting me at the booth, and for all of the activities that I had going on. It was great. We did this time get to take advantage of our passes and try to walk around a little bit more and explore. And I stumbled across the Instagram lounge, the creators lounge, and there was so many photo opportunities inside. It was so cool. We did get a little bit of footage of me messing around and like taking some photos, but I'll show you guys what we captured. But make sure to follow us on our social handles. That's where we post, like Instagram, we post a lot too, and Twitter, you can find out, what's going on in our world and what conventions we'll be at next. We are going to do DesignerCon this year. So if you guys are in the LA area, tickets, I think, are pretty cheap to that one. So we're going to have a booth there, and we're going to try to launch some more merch as well. And I will be there also. So you guys can come out, hang out, and it should be pretty cool. You'll love DesignerCon if you haven't been. It's amazing. So yeah, that's it for my VidCon 2017 recap. It was amazing, and thank you guys for making it amazing. But if you guys enjoyed this type of video, don't forget to leave a like to let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more vlogs too, that'd be great. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe right over here and hit that little bell so you get some notifications whenever we upload a video. And I'll put a playlist for you guys for last year's VidCon and a little link for our merch. If you guys want to check out our store, we have some amazing pieces on there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Peace. Love.